Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming. It is Jamming Up June, and every day this month there'll be at least one video from different channels on jams or jellies, marmalades, things like that. And Tony at Kettle Kitchen and Pam at Blues Self-Reliance headed this up. And so in the description, I'll have a list of every channel that's doing it all month long, so that you can just hop over and you can watch theirs, because there are so many different kinds of jams and jellies and marmalades that you can make. I am actually making rhubarb vanilla jelly. Now you could easily make this as a jam, but I'm going to use my steam juicer. And so many times people don't like the texture of jams, but they love the flavors. And so using a steam juicer is a perfect way to extract the juices out of those fruits or vegetables, because there's a lot of vegetables you can make with jams and jellies. But this is one of those special, unique, beautifully colored jellies that I think you should add onto your shelf. Let's make some rhubarb vanilla, or you could call it vanilla rhubarb jelly. Now I'm starting with rhubarb right out of the garden, and I've washed it, I've chopped it, and now I'm sending it through my food processor to make it just little slices of rhubarb. Now this is a steam juicer. Best investment I've probably ever made. The reservoir, the part where it's going to hold the juice, and then on the top, see, I filled it with just jam-packed with rhubarb, and that has holes all in it so that when the steam releases all the juices, it can go down into the reservoir. And this is the hose, and I'll just put a chair over there, and the juice will come down out of that hose. And you can see how it's collecting in the hose. It has a little clip so that I can release that and fill it up into my pot. So I'm not using any bowls or any extra things. And there you can see it's just draining down in there. All of that goodness. Now, as the rhubarb goes through the process, it is going to fill up the pot first, but it's also just going to start breaking down. And you can see it's getting lighter, but as it goes, it'll just get smashed down in there. See, there you can see the holes in that part of it. And you can give that to your chickens in moderation. Use it in your compost. Now here is my jelly. And this is the recipe that I'm going to use. This is a small batch for you, though right now I'm actually making a lot more. And the smell is just fabulous. Now I like to keep track of the temperature. Now these are vanilla beans. In the recipe I'm giving you, you're going to use 2 vanilla beans, cut and sliced. And so I'm just going to drop those in there, and I'm going to bring it to a really full boil. The key is that jelly has a stage. It has a temperature where it makes it. Now, I have everything in there. I want it to get to that 220 degrees. Now, depending on your altitude, it can change a little bit. And as it drips off the spoon, as it gets to that temperature, it'll get thicker and thicker. And you can see all those seeds from the vanilla beans in there. And the flavor, the smells are just out of this world. It's all jarred up, and I'm going to boil that. Here on my altitude, I boil it for 15 minutes. You have choices. If you don't put any food coloring in, it's going to be that light color. I like the beautiful red color, and you can see those vanilla seeds in there. And so I like to add, if you can find organic food coloring, use that. But the jelly is just spectacular. Add that to your shelf. Add it to your pantry. There's a lot of times that you can get rhubarb from people because it is in such an abundance. Now, I know you guys down in the South can't grow rhubarb, but try another jelly using a steam juicer. In the description, I have a link so that you can at least look at one. But it is a great investment, and I can't even tell you how many times I have used mine over the years to make fabulous, fabulous jellies. Tony and Pam, thanks so much for the collaboration. Everybody check out all the different jams, jellies, and marmalades this month. Jam it up, June. See you next time.